Hey everybody, welcome back to our measurement review. We're going to use this conversion chart and our tic-tac-toe strategy to help us convert between meters and millimeters. Remember, this here represents millimeters. That stands for millimeters. So I showed you how to do the tic-tac-toe strategy in our last video. And I think this is really going to help you keep your thinking organized when you're converting between units of measurement. Remember, on the far left side, we're always going to put our known unit. So in this case, our known unit is meters. We already know that we have 5 meters, okay? And then in the middle, we're going to put our rule, either multiply or divide. So for this, it's handy to look at our conversion chart here. Now our known unit, meters, that's our base unit. That's right in the middle. And we're moving to millimeters. And you can see we're stepping down our conversion chart. That means that we're going from a bigger unit of measurement to a smaller one. And as we step down our conversion chart, what are we doing? We're going to multiply. Horse to fly, multiply. And then our unknown unit of measurement, that's our millimeters. So now the question is, we're going to take our 5 meters and we're going to multiply it by something to figure out how many millimeters that's equivalent to. Now, this is why I like this conversion chart, because it shows you that as you hop from our base unit, meters, down to millimeters, we're going to multiply by 10 every time we step down. So we're going to multiply by 10, 100, 1,000, 1,000 to get from meters to millimeters. So our rule is to multiply by 1,000. Okay, so 5 times 1,000 gives us 5,000 millimeters. Hey everybody, I'm super excited for this week's math topic because it's one of the most useful math skills that we learn in school. You will use measurement all the time in your everyday life and in your job when you have one day. So measurement is a really important thing to learn. Now this week we're going to focus on the metric system. The metric system is the units of measurement that most of the world uses. The United States uses what we call the U.S. customary system of measurement, so inches, feet, pounds, ounces. But we're going to focus on the metric system this week because that's what most of the world uses, and especially in science, you're going to use a lot of metric units of measurement. So this week we're going to focus on metric units of distance. So those are, from biggest to smallest, kilometers, hectometers, decameters, meters, centimeters, decimeters, and millimeters. And those correspond to our acronym. Do you remember when we learned this? King Henry doesn't usually drink chocolate milk. So the purpose of this acronym is to help us remember the order of our units of measurement from largest to smallest. A kilometer is the biggest unit of measurement, and then a millimeter is a tiny, tiny little one. And then right in the middle we have meters. Meters are what we call our base unit of measurement, meaning when we're converting back and forth from smallest to largest, meters are our unit of 1. Now I'm going to teach you this week how to convert between units of measurement using this tic-tac-toe board. I hope this is going to help you keep track of whether you need to multiply or divide and what you need to multiply or divide by. Okay, so when you're converting back and forth between units of measurement, I want you to go ahead and draw yourself a tic-tac-toe board like the one you see here. And then over here on this side of our tic-tac-toe board, we're going to record our known unit of measurement, whatever that may be. And then over here on the far right side of your tic-tac-toe board, you're going to record the unit of measurement that you are trying to find out, your unknown unit of measurement. And then right in the middle of your tic-tac-toe board, that's where you're going to put the rule, either multiply or divide. And remember that when you're trying to decide if you're going to multiply or divide, we use the rhyme fly to horse, divide, of course, horse to fly, multiply. And we'll talk more about that and review that in a minute, okay? But this is how you set up your tic-tac-toe board. Known unit on the left, rule in the middle, unknown unit on the right. So let me show you how that's going to work. Okay, so let's take this problem. 3 centimeters is equal to how many millimeters? Okay, so centimeters, the abbreviation for that is cm, and millimeters, the abbreviation for that is mm. Okay, so here is 3 centimeters here, and we want to figure out how many millimeters that is. In this case, we are going from centimeters, that's our known unit, to millimeters, that's our unknown unit. So I fill in the second row of my tic-tac-toe board. Now I need to figure out what rule I'm following, meaning am I going to multiply or am I going to divide? Since I'm going from centimeters to millimeters, I'm going from a larger unit of measurement to a smaller one. I'm going from a larger one to a smaller one. So that means horse to fly, multiply. I will be multiplying my centimeters times something to figure out how many millimeters I have. Now it's time to fill in the last row of our tic-tac-toe chart. So our known units are centimeters, and we have 3 of them. So I'm going to fill in 3 centimeters. I know I'm going to multiply, and so the question is, what am I going to multiply by? So for this, you're going to look back at your measurement chart, and I have posted one of those on Google Classroom for you to use. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 millimeters. Meaning if I looked up here at this is 1 centimeter here, there are 10 millimeters in that amount of space, okay? So I'm going to multiply my 3 centimeters times 10, and that gives me 30 millimeters.